Not another motherfucker takes my phone to tell me Happy Father's Day. I don't want to hear it because they don't give a fuck about us. Oh yeah, they in your ear. Get your baby mama something for Mother's Day and tell her it's from the kids. But then when our day come, this the type of shit that we get. Goddamn macaroni plate. I can't even tell you what the fuck this say. My daughter gonna come hand this to me talking about some Happy Father's Day, Daddy. What? They don't even say that. What is this shit, man? And I'm not finna pretend like I like this shit. Last year, my baby mama got me a tool belt. I don't even know how to fix shit. I'm sick of this shit, man. Y'all need to give fathers the same love that you give mothers. You motherfuckers always got your hands out. Ask for this, ask for that. And who come through? Daddy come through. Daddy come through. Fucking lights off over there. Who come through? Daddy come through. Want to go to the good schools? Who come through? Daddy come through. But I get a motherfucking macaroni plate for fucking Father's Day, and I don't even eat macaroni. Now I got to sit in my daughter's face and pretend like I like it, like I'm really finna hang this shit up in my house. And I'm not. It's in the garbage now. Stop doing fathers like that, man. We don't want no macaroni plate. We don't want none of that pussy. Go get us a gift the same way we got you a gift. Damn. Here I am thinking I'm finna get some tickets to go see Kevin Hart or something. This bitch didn't let my daughter walk in here and give me a motherfucking macaroni plate. I'm sick of this.
I will never understand why men go to parties and bars to pick up women. Go to Target. The ratio is like 30-1, and we are already there for things that we don't need.
There was a point where sex was a chore. But everyone tells you like the best way to keep marriage alive is to have like a sexy sex life, like a steamy sex life. And I never really understood that or like felt that or knew why until we fell into the friend zone, where I was like, from the friend zone, it's gonna go one of two ways. It can go to the right or to the left. Let's say the right is good times, sex, love, steam. But to the left is like arguing, fighting, a problem.
Breaking up,
something like that. If we go to the left and we came from the friend zone, I don't have anything to look forward to. Why would I want to get out of that fight? Mm-hmm. You know, like if hope is somewhere you've been before, you're like, now we're fighting. I don't want to go back to the friend zone.
She's a 10, but she always got a fucking attitude. And she always thinks she's right. And she always wants to fucking argue. And then if she don't ever get her way, she throws a fit and starts crying. Or just doesn't talk to me. And she's always fucking hungry. But when I ask her what the fuck she wants to eat, she's...
If he wants to cheat on you, he's going to cheat on you. Agree.
And I'm going to take it a step further. There was actually an episode on The Real where the Real host brought in their husbands, and Jeannie Mai brought her white husband at the time. And he actually said a really important quote. And he said that if a man cheats, he's not going to cheat with the most beautiful woman. He's going to cheat on you with the woman who makes him feel like a beautiful man. And that has literally stuck with me ever since. So gents, when a lady is like, I don't trust her, oh babe, she's not even that pretty. It's how she makes you feel, and that's where we run into problems. And I think about all like the older gentlemen in their 30s and 40s who start dating younger women. You know how that goes. Of course, she makes you feel like a beautiful man. She's impressed by the fact that you have a job, you have your own place, you have your own car. Wow. To women of more appropriate ages, that's not impressive.
What you over here buying Plan B?
No.
No? Why not?
No.
You don't need Plan B?
No.
You look like you a little stud muffin.
Let women vote. I will not sit at the back of the bus. We want equal pay for women. Yo, we want abortions. Screw babies. You want to buy my nudes for 15 bucks on OnlyFans? I feel so empowered.
Why do so many women end up with subpar men?
Because they're subpar women. Well, you think you're all perfect? No. Most of you are mediocre or less, and you ended up with pretty much exactly where you're at. So the answer is, the reason why so many people, or so many women, end up with subpar men is because there are so many subpar women. That's it.
What does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
There we go.
You know, like packing his bag, unpacking his bag,
just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning. I know how you are about midday. I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it.
Is this your newborn?
Spoiled. And you know, when I talk to my girlfriends about it, they're always like, oh, how you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled.
She
rotten.
talk about her
like,
newborn baby, y'all.
But I love that. Like, I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. And I've been known to love people back to health. And sometimes it's very draining, but
sounds like it.
My love is my superpower. And I used to hate that about myself. But now it's like, I'm just embracing it. Like, that's who I am. Like, if I love you, I can heal you.
It's your joy.
It is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy every night, like clockwork. I scratch
She's talking
this
about a
man's
newborn
back to
baby,
sleep.
y'all.
And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes.
She talking about a
people
newborn.
might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest, you know? So know what that means. And that works for us because...
Sis said, I mean, it works for us. Of course it works. I wish I had somebody that wanted to read my mind and study me, pack and unpack my bag, cook for me, and rub my back to sleep. Girl, it'd be working for me too. The bar is below hell. Oh my God.
My friend went on a date last night that was so fucking brutal that I had to bring it to TikTok immediately, mostly because it's a funny story, but also as a warning to the women in Toronto that this man is walking our streets, ladies. I'm gonna preface this by saying my friend is very good looking and not insecure. She meets a guy on Hinge and she vets him. They talk on the phone every day for a week, they FaceTime, whatever, and then eventually they decide to go out for dinner. Last night, they go to Myth. Everything's going well, except when they sit down, there's a table of girls next to their table, and the guy keeps talking to the table of girls. Gets to the point where every time my friend goes to the bathroom, the guy is over at the girls' table, or one of the girls is over at her table. It happens multiple times, and one of the girls says to my friend, oh, you're so hot, don't worry about this. Meaning, you're so hot, don't worry that the guy you're on a first date with is talking to this table of girls and at their table every time you take a pee. It's multiple times, and then the guy says to my friend, sorry, those girls are just pumping my tires, as in complimenting me so much. Like, eventually he goes, are you mad? And she's like, I just think it's strange on a first date to not just say, thank you, ladies, but I'm on a first date, and not for anything, but like those girls are kind of whack too, because why would you go up to a table of a girl on a date with a guy and just hit on the guy all night? That's insane. Every time she goes to the bathroom, like go and sit with him or make him come sit with you, like that's fucking bizarre too. But anyway, they get in a miniature fight, they get over it. He goes, let me drive you home. She's like, okay. Get in the car and he goes, it's so funny how mad you got when those girls were hitting on me. And she's like, yeah, sorry, I think it's crazy you were talking to them. And he goes, you didn't even thank me for dinner. She's like, yeah, maybe I forgot to thank you for dinner because I was too busy wondering what the fuck was going on. And then he brings up something else, like he's trying to fight with her. And then she goes, you know what, man, I don't even know you. I'm not doing this with you. Just let me out here. They're like on the side of the highway, like they're at Queens Quay and Jarvis. Like she gets out at the Loblaws, calls an Uber. The Uber takes 17 minutes to come. So by the time the Uber's there, she's like crying. She gets in the car. The Uber driver's like, oh my God, are you okay? Uber driver literally comforts her the whole way home, like is just like, tell me what happened. God bless Uber drivers and cab drivers. I used to be an Uber driver, and the shit people would tell me in my Uber, fucking grown men crying about their divorces. It's crazy. Anyway, Uber driver takes her home, walks her to her door. It's like, don't worry, this ride was on me. Your night was bullshit, and fuck that guy. A, never use paying for dinner against someone on a date. Just don't go on a date then if you don't like that custom. B, if you need the girls at the next table to gas your tires while you're already on a date with a hot girl to feel like a fucking man, I can't help you. That's just insecurity. And he said to my friend, oh, you're just insecure, like gaslit her. No, she's not. She's the hottest fucking loser.